Welcome back. Kitty Cartoons.
In a small village nestled between misty hills, lived a curious boy named Rafiq. Every morning, he would run through the fields, chasing butterflies and picking wildflowers, but what fascinated him the most was the old banyan tree that stood at the edge of the forest, its branches twisted like a wise old man's fingers, and its leaves whispered secrets. When the wind blew, the villagers believed that the tree was magical. But no one had ever uncovered its mystery. One day, as the monsoon clouds gathered above the village, Rafiq decided to explore the forest. The air was thick with the smell of wet earth, and the sky rumbled with distant thunder. Rafiq was not afraid. Instead, he felt a strange pull towards the banyan tree, as if it was calling him with each step. The forest grew darker, and soon he stood before the ancient tree. Its trunk was enormous, and the roots were like giant snakes coiled on the ground. Rafiq noticed something unusual, a small golden key hanging from one of the branches. It glistened in the dim light, almost beckoning him. Without hesitation, he reached up and grabbed the key. As soon as he did, the ground beneath him trembled, and the tree began to glow faintly. Startled, Rafiq took a step back, but he couldn't tear his eyes away from the tree. The glow grew brighter until suddenly a door appeared at the base of the trunk. With the key clutched in his hand, Rafiq approached the door. His heart pounded with excitement and a bit of fear, but his curiosity pushed him forward. The key fit perfectly into the lock, and with a soft click, the door creaked open. Beyond it was a spiral staircase leading downward. Dimly lit by a soft, golden light, Rafiq ascended the stairs, feeling as if he was entering a world hidden from everyone else. When he reached the bottom, he found himself in a vast underground chamber. The walls shimmered as if coated with gold dust, and in the center of the chamber was a small fountain, but instead of water, liquid gold flowed from it, cascading down like a gentle rain. Mesmerized, Rafiq stepped closer. The golden rain was cool to the touch, and it filled the air with a soft, melodious hum. As he watched, the gold transformed into tiny golden birds, fluttering around him before dissolving into sparkles. Rafiq's eyes widened with wonder. This was no ordinary gold, it was magic, pure and powerful. Suddenly, a deep voice echoed through the chamber. "You have found the fountain of golden rain." It said, "This is the source of all prosperity and happiness in the village, but it is also a great responsibility. Only those with a pure heart can wield its power." Rafiq looked around, trying to find the source of the voice, but all he saw was the fountain and the glowing walls. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice trembling slightly. "I am the guardian of the fountain," the voice replied. "For centuries, I have protected this secret, waiting for someone worthy to discover it. You, Rafiq, have shown courage, curiosity, and kindness. Now, the magic of the golden rain is yours to protect. But what am I supposed to do with it?" Rafiq asked. "Use it wisely," the guardian advised. "Share its magic with those in need. But remember, greed will turn the golden rain into dust. Be generous, be kind, and the village will prosper." Rafiq nodded. Understanding the weight of his new responsibility, he filled his hands with the golden rain and headed back up the stairs. When he emerged from the tree, the rain had stopped, and the sky was clear. The village looked the same, yet everything felt different to Rafiq. He knew that he held the key to the village's future. From that day on, Rafiq secretly used the golden rain to help his fellow villagers. Crops grew healthier, and the river ran fuller. The village thrived, and everyone was happier, though no one knew the true reason why Rafiq kept the secret of the golden rain, just as the guardian had instructed, sharing its magic only when it was truly needed. And so the legend of the golden rain grew. Generations later, people still talked about the mysterious prosperity of the village. Only Rafiq and the guardian knew the truth. The banyan tree stood silently at the forest's edge, its secrets safe, waiting for the next curious child with a pure heart to unlock its magic once again.